Let's see. What else do we need to do? So much stuff. I think I do. Okay, so then I need this.
Oh, those are gold, aren't they?
And redstone.
Nope. That's what they are. Bronze. The fuck? Oh yeah, fucking not. Freaking doesn't. But what did you say that to the 20-year-old?
Who has what condition?
No condition. No condition.
No.
Yeah, because yes, but they have the money too. They
Who cares if they have the money? They don't have the condition.
like they donated it all away. Besides, they have it in their will that they will.
Let's see. So 2 of these.
So
Right,
you say no, but they go to the next doctor that will.
that's not on. Well, this isn't controlled by
now-
them. They're already breaking the law.
Yes, but technically speaking, the law just states that you can assist patient. Wait, let's be vague with this law. Let's say the law is extremely vague because that's how they all start out, anyways. That.
There are bound to be loopholes, and they'll get fixed.
Oh yeah, there's always loopholes, but I don't want to say they get fixed right away.
No,
But-
they didn't say they get fixed right away. They just get fixed.
Oh, shit.
It's just a never-ending process of fixing.
Shit.
Don't you be breaking stuff. Watching you break my stuff.
But let's say they did. What prevented you from killing the person off? Why did you say no to this perfectly healthy young man?
Because he's healthy.
Because he's healthy. But what happened to logic?
What do you mean logic?
Well, you said yes, he has a disease. You know
He doesn't have a disease.
You pretty much age discriminated then.
No,
Yes, you did.
I discriminated against health
Now keep in
because
mind.
we're doctors.
Now keep in mind. I'm using the word discriminate in the definition sense that it means to compare and contrast. I didn't mean that you refused it because of it.
No, I know what you mean. I know.
Okay.
I know what it means.
Okay, but
I need to go the other direction.
what? Oh, shit.
Here, take that, plant.
I need more content. Yes, I do.
Get rid of these seeds. No one needs seeds. Who does that?
Because I mean, what? I mean, just because he was healthy, you declined
As a doctor, yes.
his piece.
A doctor is only allowable if medically warranted. When we're talking about just random full-range assisted suicide, that's too complicated. You'd get into some really, really difficult situations there.
So So tell me why.
Let's see
So
if I need-
why does it have to be only medical?
Because you get into more complicated situations.
My teeth really hurting me. I don't have teeth anymore. I can't. What do you say to the
We
person
can replace teeth.
What do you say to the person who can't afford it? They can only
They're going to
afford.
starve to death by this point anyway.
They can only afford the suicide.
Who can afford a suicide?
The paid
It's free?
suicide.
Oh, they're paying for suicide now.
I don't know. In my book, aren't they technically getting away with putting off their sins to add on to yours? I didn't die, God. They get to God's gates, to heaven's gates, and they're like, I didn't die. I didn't commit suicide. I was killed.
Bull crap. God's watching down. He's watching the paperwork get filed.
Yeah, but God
don't take bull crap. Why don't you throw a bomb down an elevator shaft to take out a bunch of people and be like, oh, I didn't do it, gravity did.
Yeah, but it's equivalent
it's perfectly sensible, but bullcrap at the same time.
It's equivalent to half the other dangerous things that we do. It's equivalent to, I remember seeing a gif of a clown that lassoed. He set up a lasso around his throat, right? And he tied it to a little sapling, and he started watering the sapling. And that was supposed to be a metaphor for smokers.
Because they're all clowns.
So, I mean...
sensible reasoning.
You know, it's like... I mean, freaking... When I get to heaven's door, they're going to ask me what I did for a living. I'm going to be saying I sent commies to the grave. And then they're going to send me to hell, and then Satan's going to ask me what I did for a living. I'm going to say sending Nazis to the grave. And then I'm going to kick him in the balls. That's because I'm
because he's a Nazi.
A-R-D-C-O-R-E, hardcore. Fucking army cadences are fucking crazy. All I know from the army cadences, I've learned how to do airborne. Randomly a C-130 is going to come out of nowhere. I'm going to board it with 63 other men for a destination unknown, with the unknown mission. We're just going to jump. If my main doesn't open, I got a reserve. If my reserve doesn't open, well, I'm going to meet St. Peter.
Then you got a new reserve, and it's 6 feet under.
Yeah. Bam. What the frack am I looking at?
I don't know. And I choose to never know.
Yeah. Alright, so I got the sample done. Purifier and inoculator.
Bioreactor. Aw. Well, that's sad.
What is this?
Plastic.
See how you feel about this one.
Oh, God.
Oh, I know what's gonna piss you off.
Sounds fun.
Alright. This house believes science is a threat to humanity. Now wait. Now let me read the points against it.
I like how you're ready for me to just pounce on it for some reason.
Science is accumulation of knowledge in a systematic method to create general truths on the operations of the universe, most commonly referring to the physical world and its phenomenons, the nature, constitution, and force of matter, the qualities of function of living tissue. In this debate, it can be understood that developmental of this... points against it, alright? Lives can be more fulfilling without science. Science is a set of tools to improve humanity. Like anything, it is used with caution. Wait. Alright, here's the points for it. Okay. It manipulates life, is playing God. What? Science has created new means for the state of control the lives of its civilians. Science enables greater destruction. Science leads to damaging the environment. Science leads to new communications that have devolved traditional families and led to the creation of harmful new relationships. What do you think about that?
Can you restate it?
Science destroys. Science only leads to destruction.
Actually, let's break this down point by point. Okay, science only leads to destruction. I think we can talk to the Israelis and all that, and we'll question whether or not science is behind the destruction there.
Okay. Science leads to ruined, destructive... Wait. Fucking bullshit. Let me get back there. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on the shit.
You're not allowed to do things accidentally. Communist. Oh, crap.
Purifier. Really, let me just type the shit in. So, purifier. Purify my soul. Okay. Alright. You ready for this?
Yes.
New communications have dissolved traditional families and led to creation of harmful new relationships.
That doesn't even really make sense.
Facebook, social media, cell phones.
Yeah, and pastors can communicate across them too.
As like pastors communicate across my sack.
Wireless. Communication's never been so hardcore.
Bitch.
I'm low on the different types of seeds, but I've got a bunch of seeds.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna need. It's redstone, blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm fine.
That's about the best I can do here.
Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. I may not be piping this out. Okay. Out. And I need another lever.
So let's see. Yeah, I feel like that's a stupid one. I was really hoping for a good counter.
This is not.
Alright, I'm not gonna even touch that one. It's like, this house believes capitalism is better than socialism. There's so many things wrong with socialism, I can't even begin. Capitalism, I believe, holds itself.
I don't really know what the difference is with capitalisms and socialisms and stuff like that.
Socialism.
One of these days I'll look into it more.
You can only make what is needed.
Like, there's reasonable... Like, each one of those different types of organizations is, like, reasonable in its own light. Like, you can say there's terrible stuff about communism, but theoretically, for a certain puzzle, I'm sure it fits. But, you know, I don't know. I just don't think that that's a very smart tactic as it is.
Yeah. I know
like,
capitalism...
it all comes into economy, you know? Yeah. Like, as supply and demand states for the world needs to change, but there's only resources you can use.
Yeah, but that's one problem with socialism. It doesn't adapt towards demand.
Yeah. Well, it kind of can. I'm sure paperwork gets it up there, because, like, you'd have the government behind that, but it would be forced demand.
Yes, exactly. And it precisely, that's the main difference between the two. One is being forced, and the other is self-sufficient. It supplies its own, what is it? Supply and demand, and it keeps it in check. But the one problem is, it can go down. It can go down and go into depression real on its own. That's one problem with capitalism. It can cause income distribution. Heavy income distribution.
This is about the best I can do with this.
Yeah. Let's see, wait a minute, what? This house would legalize the sale of human organs. I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, the one moral problem with that is the fact that...
Well, you're selling organs. That's about the only moral issue there. Technically, it's fully reasonable because it is a resource.
Well, it's not only that, but it's sort of like, what do you mean by selling? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know who's doing the selling.
Are we transporting the organ? Or am I like selling a kidney? Because then, fucking want to sell a kidney.
Yeah, that would be kind of a problem. Of course, I don't think we have to worry about selling organs eventually because, stem cells.
Yeah, I was like, freaking, if someone needs a fucking kidney and they're willing to pay a price, and I have two, why can't I give one to one?
I think you're within your right to give your own kidney for it.
It's not like I'm giving my own brain. Oh, wait, no, let me rephrase it. I'm not giving my own heart because I feel like my child's dying and I want my child to live. Thus, I want to give them my heart. Not completely. But the one problem with fucking organ transplanting is the fact that organ rejection is such a bitch.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why stem cells is a big push, because that's your own organ.
Exactly. So sexy. My own sexy cells make my own sexy heart.
All outside of your own sexy body.
Exactly. Oh, how about this one? So heard like big humbug about this and then nothing. University education should be free. I mean, I remember freaking hearing 2 years of community college and then fucking it exploded and then all the colleges were fucking hyped for it and then nothing. not a damn thing was over the news.
Never speak of it again.
Exactly.
Can't speak of it. It breathes it new life. I'm gonna go to the Nether and see if I can find some random items. I always feel like we're making such progress, but like deep down I wonder.
Oh, I wonder how I wonder.
Oh yeah, I died. I forgot about that, because it's like the only way out of the end, back to home, is to kill yourself. So.
Oh, yeah.
So I need another flight potion. Delicious. And nutritious.
Ah, shit. I need royal jelly.
We should have like 3,000 of it or some crap like that.
Fuck. I didn't even look into the system because I just presumed that.
We actually needed it for something else, so that's one of the reasons why they're. If it wasn't for that, we would have been screwed, yeah.
Okay.
It would have been bad. I am a man on a mission.
What is this? Built that shit. I built that shit. Oh shit. No, it's empty. Redstone. Magma cream. Cream. Pants. Oh, because it's. Shit.
There are pigmen who are not very pleased with me.
Hey Chris, you have the advanced genetic machine?
What do you mean? I don't likely have any of the machines you'll need. You'll need to build the ones prior to it as well.
I have the gene pool, the genetic imprinter, and then I put the freaking advanced genetic machine. Yeah, put that inside the computer. What happened to it?
Oh, what do you mean? It disappeared in the computer?
Yes, the freaking yeah, I built the advanced genetic machine and it disappeared when I put it in the computer.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Collecting this sulfur to hopefully get around having to make pyro bees. It'd be nice to have a slightly cheaper way to do it.
Don't worry, Chris. I'm making another.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we all knew it was going to happen.
Ah, shit. I don't know what to do. Okay, I can do it.
You got to save it. Remember, we're all counting on you.
Bam, bam. I'm gonna put...
Getting closer. Gonna do this. What is this? Coal? Could be like tungsten or some other exotic material.
Exotic.
Why the hell are there logs here? Apparently you've come to hell and built a log pillar.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't do that.
I don't know.
So many angry pigmen. I also need a crap ton of glowstone. I don't know if I should be collecting this though. It's gonna fill up my bag. If I had Silk Touch, it'd be slightly better. I'll probably make another run through here eventually and just get just glowstone.
Let's see this. Downloading music without permission is morally equivalent to theft. See, theft is an assumption of property rights. Assumption. A legal transaction is the only way to achieve free exchange of value, and musicians have to eat. Against it there is a private copy exemption. Downloading is morally right, whatever the fuck that means. And downloaders spend more on music. I like how it's like before debate.
No, pigment.
34. So, alright. So is downloading music equivalent to theft? Illegally, by the way.
It depends.
You see, 40% was against it. Pretty much 50% was against it. And 25% was actually for it. That it was equivalent to illegally doing it. And then afterwards it was just like 80-20. And everyone was like, I don't know, or mild. So I don't know what happened in there, but so someone was a really good salesman in there.
Like, that's all very complicated.
Downloading music is illegal. Morally illegal. Because it's theft. I don't know. Wherever you download your music, I download mine straight from YouTube. Because it...
God. You stupid bastard. You think I'm just gonna let you kill me?
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. If they really complained about the music on YouTube, technically speaking, it's already there. I didn't put it up. I'm just free riding. Yeah, that's an economic term. I'm free riding off of it. So I'm not stealing it. I'm experiencing it, but I didn't steal it. I'm just there. I'm just there.
See, that's the thing.
I don't own it. I don't own the download.
My problem with music and whatnot is like sometimes you just want to hear a song for old time's sake, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, you sure as hell don't want to own it because I don't listen to music. So the only time I hear music is when I randomly search for an old song that I just want to randomly remember on YouTube. And then after I hear it once, I never hear it again for like months, if not like a year later. So I don't know why I would spend my time buying the actual song. I'm just like, I'm going to taste it and leave.
Yes. But they said downloading, and I'm like, well, okay. When the frick frack is this?
That's when you decide to save it. Now, some people like to put them on their like iPods and whatnot, wander around aimlessly, listening to like some person give them directions musically.
Thank you. Oh shit. But
follow me, my friends.
I don't have a problem with
to a land of peace and transparency.
I don't think downloading music is...
You bastard, I want you to follow me.
Stealing it, right? I just... You know, iTunes made it easier, but at the same time, iTunes kind of fucked it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing about them is that they're actually they're a smart system for it.
Yes, but
they're like Steam, but for music.
Exactly, and it's not a problem. I think people use Spotify now, because you get it like for 50 cents. Some shit. Really, really, really gosh darn cheap.
Yeah, you can also go to places like SoundCloud for random music. Although technically they're not supposed to have like any music that, is legally connected to anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's copyright laws still applying to that.
Alright, Chris, I'm not putting that shit in the system, but...
Yeah, you just put it in the chest in the back.
Okay. Because I'm paranoid as shit. It's going to delete my work again.
It's going to chew it up.
That's like the fourth, fifth time I had to rebuild the damn thing, because the first time I threw it into the chest and deleted it.
Well, you're a fool.
Wait, which chest am I supposed to put it in?
Either one. There's only two.
The fuck you talking about? Oh, you mean by the apron?
No, I meant like in the house. Like the two glass chests.
Oh. Okay.
What the hell just happened? So there was a spider here in the hell. It's a massive spider. He's looking at me. He's like, I'm going to kill you. And then this nitro creeper is running off on the side, just to the right. And he's just running up to me. And he's ready to attack me. Happens to have the fireball effect, so he's going to throw a fireball at me. Gets behind the spider and then does it. The spider gets hit, is not pleased, hits the creeper. Creeper's upset. He explodes, kills both of them. Unfortunately for me, the large spider splits into small ones. If it wasn't for that, I would have been done with it. I'm probably going to... Yeah. That was a very interesting moment there. Just warms my heart to know creepers will once in a while fight for me. He's like, yo, dog, I heard you have a problem with this spider. I got you.
Yeah.
At least someone's got my back in these trying times out here. Gotta get that iron. That Iran. Oh, copper. Copper I think is one of the more difficult ones to find out here just because it looks so much like other ores.
What do you mean? What does it look like?
It's got yellow in it, but it looks kind of similar to sulfur, although sulfur is easily noticed, and as well as it's somewhat kind of rare. It looks like nether amber, so you want to be careful. It's one of those things. There's very few resources out here that look similar to each other, but like diamond and tin look the same. I think same with silver.
Oh man, those bees are really blowing out of proportion, Chris. I mean, before they look like stardust, now they just look like they're fucking tearing apart my universe.
Yeah, now it just looks like a black hole's forming in front of you.
Just exactly at any minute. Just they're gone and then everything else.
One day, Evan, it'll happen. I'll make sure of it. I'm in allegiance with them.
Whippersnaps.
Did it just... I guess it was supposed to take two. I kind of need some of that.
What? No.
Ardite.
The fuck is that shit? I don't know.
I need to collect 2 Ardite ore, and I should be able to make a Manuelian pickaxe.
Hey, Chris, do you think the legal drinking age should be lowered down to 18?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
although I've heard some issues with the... What is it? It's not palletizing. It's, I don't remember what it's called. It's a certain state in which your brain is fully matured. Yes. And will no longer have the same learning curve and stuff like that. So you'll have a harder time learning things that are new than you did as a kid because it's reached that plasticized, I think is the word.
Oh yeah, the plasticity.
Plasticity, maybe. I don't quite. People can look it up if they feel.
Yes, but doesn't. Alright, I'm just gonna be devil's advocate. But, a lot of us graduate around the age of 18, right?
Yeah.
So why not?
Because we graduated.
Yeah, we
We
graduated.
didn't become more capable of withstanding pollutants.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
Like, the thing is, it technically affects your brain to some degree, and your brain hasn't reached a point where things will affect it less. You know, that learning curve is an effect of brain working as well.
Mhm.
So, it's the idea of you're pouring in stuff that will mess with your brain, but now you're in a time when it can be increased in messing with your brain. So, that idea. But I think it's a questionable statement, you know. I mean, really,
Yeah.
I don't think your brain fully turns into a rock, so I kind of question the idea of plasticity when it comes
There's
to that.
also, I believe, a study that was like, you stop. What is I'm thinking of? The way you're thinking, the mannerisms that you develop, and that you're pretty much set in stone at the age of 30, mentally speaking.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, more or less, yeah.
And the other thing,
But
too, is that
that's because
really...
of like 30 years of development.
Yeah.
At that point, I don't think the brain's gonna want to, you know.
It's one of those things, too, is like, what really will affect your brain? I mean, you could say that it kills your brain cells, but you have like a gajillion billion of them. If 10 of them die, it's not the end of the world, you know? Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, but
Like,
is
there's
that a measurable
area.
scale? 10 brain cells.
Exactly. You know, it's like, are we serious? What do you mean measurable scale?
Is that measurable?
You can measure the amount of brain cells. You have a certain amount. And they never regen.
So
I found it interesting to find out that your brain doesn't actually regenerate its cells. Like, that sounds like a terrible thing.
sounds like my brain cells are cancerous.
Basically, after you're born, your brain's slowly dematerializing. And that's just how it is.
I think that's kind of
Stem cells future, I'm looking forward to it. When my brain turns into a massive stem cell.